5, 4, 3, 2.
Today we are talking hardcore NFL. I'm Joe, this is Gregory, this is Ben, and we are here to talk about the NFL. And our topic today is who is the most underlooked team in football, who's the most underrated team in football. And I'm going to have to say it's the Washington Redskins. What are you going to have to say?
To me, it's the Baltimore Ravens.
Personally, I think it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, well, let's all explain why. I personally have the Redskins because I think Dwayne Haskins is the best quarterback in the draft. Kyler Murray is very talented, but I think Dwayne Haskins, just like the way he played at Ohio State, I see a lot of potential in him, and I like what the Redskins did. I mean, their wide receiving core isn't as good. They did lose Jamison Crowder, and if Jordan Reed can actually stay healthy, I think he can do good for this team. Their defense is never bad. I've always been a big believer in Ryan Kerrigan and all of them. So I really do like this Washington Redskins football team. I think they can win the NFC East. I really don't see much in the Giants this year. I think the Cowboys just had like the same thing that they did last year with just stacking Ezekiel. And let's see if Carson Wentz can really come back to his former MVP self, or will the Eagles regret giving up Nick Foles. But I think the Redskins are going to win that division.
All right, so I think the Steelers will take the AFC, partly because of the breakout performances by both Juju Smith-Schuster and James Conner. Yeah, although Ben Roethlisberger is getting old, he's still one of the better quarterbacks in this NFL. But you see, having two very young, having great guys who still have to develop but are good. Don't get me wrong, Juju and James Conner are good, but they still have time to develop. They set their peak and they can only go higher from there. So their defense still needs work, which is fine. They still have their core of like Joe Hayden, people like that. They still have Bud Dupree. They still have basically their entire defensive line. But other than that, I don't really see a problem with the Steelers taking the AFC and running with it.
To me, it's the Baltimore Ravens because of the fact this team had one of the best defenses last year. Arguably, I think they had the best defense last year in the NFL, scoring-wise. They lost C.J. Mosley, but they add one of the best free safeties in Earl Thomas. They also add. They still have Gus Edwards, Lamar Jackson. Their rushing offense is going to be really good this year. I still like the Baltimore Ravens a lot. They give John Harbaugh an extension. This is a team that was being counted out last year, and then they went on a run when Lamar Jackson came in as quarterback and only lost one game. Going into the playoffs, and they took them to the playoffs as a 10-6 team, and into the playoffs as a wild card.
So Steelers and Ravens, we all know who's really winning the division though. It's Cleveland. But that's gonna wrap up the NFL show. I'm Joe, Gregory, and Ben, and just thanks for watching Hardcore Football.